All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So in this one, I wanted to really dish out my thoughts on the whole David Bakhtiari, New York Jets, Green Bay Packers trade idea. I've been talking to a lot of Jets fans about it over the last couple of hours, and there was obviously that interview with Kurt Benkert, former Packers quarterback. He was on the Kay Adams show and was, joking around a little bit, talking about Bakhtiari and him potentially reuniting with his buddy Aaron Rodgers. And that's something that we definitely know is a real thing, right? Rodgers and Bakhtiari, they're tight. And Bakhtiari has literally been like the go-to guy, the anchor of the Green Bay Packers offensive line, really since he's came in, right? He was I believe a fourth round pick out of Colorado. And one thing that I love about David's career, right? Of course, the on the field stuff, his reliability, his durability, but I loved how he came in as a rookie and didn't look back. He was the guy immediately. He hit the ground running and instantly had the trust with Aaron Rodgers, instantly was putting up good production, instantly was a full-time starter from year one as a rookie. And to me, that speaks volumes, especially with the trust level and whatnot with Aaron. But of course, to be fair, at that point in time, Aaron was a lot younger in his career. It wasn't like he was 38, 39. But, again, those two guys have seen a lot of football. I think when we talk about trust factor, it's at an all-time high between those two guys. So I think really the first question that we need to ask here, would the Jets do it, right? Would the Jets pick up the phone? Would they initiate a conversation? And I think the answer is yes. From how we've seen Aaron Rodgers operate and, even listening to Joe Douglas, it is 1,000% apparent that Rodgers has a hand in the moves that the Jets make. It's clear that the Jets are, valuing what Rodgers has to say. And it's almost like there's no doubt about it. If the New York Jets asked Aaron, hey, what's your take on David Bakhtiari? Should we pick up the phone? Everyone would probably give the green light. I would probably, I would say like 99.9%. Rodgers would say, yeah, let's inquire. So that's the first thing, right? Also, given the Jets' struggles at the tackle position so far, with Dwayne Brown not practicing, with all these different question marks, and we've talked a lot about the offensive line, but Mekhi Becton and the health, Billy Turner up and down, flip-flopping positions between the left tackle and the right tackle. Max Mitchell, same type of thing, just bouncing around left tackle, right tackle. It just doesn't really seem like the Jets have that go-to option at tackle. I mean, there's talk about AVT bouncing out to right tackle. So the point is this. Is it a possibility? Is it realistic? I could actually see the Jets inquiring about it. But here's the thing, right? We have to ask the second major question. Would the Green Bay Packers do this? And this is where it gets a little dicey for me. I don't know why Green Bay would do this at this point in time. We have to take a look at like dead cap hits, like post June 1st trade, all these different financial things that come into play. Right off the bat, Bakhtiari, I believe, is so the Packers would have to eat over $19 million if they traded him right now. That's a lot of money. That's something that, I feel like could have maybe been when the Jets and the Packers were discussing an Aaron Rodgers trade, maybe something could have happened with Bakhtiari, like a package deal. I remember that was like a small rumor floating around, because then it's like, hey, two birds with one stone. You get your franchise quarterback in Rodgers, and you get your franchise LT in Bakhtiari. And, I know a lot of people kind of reference David as like this old, like, veteran, but at the end of the day, what is he, 32, 33 years old? I mean, David Bakhtiari has a lot of good football left in the tank. So from Green Bay's perspective, there's 2 years left on his contract. They're going to have to eat a lot of dead money if they do part ways with him. And I don't know what the immediate benefit is for Green Bay. It's not like they can go get the Jets' second-round pick or their first-round pick. Why? Because the condition, the whole Aaron Rodgers trade is that's up in the air. Right? We don't know from a technicality standpoint, how many snaps is Rodgers going to have with this Jets offense. It's pretty safe to assume that, as long as he stays healthy, it'll probably be a first round pick. But that's, again, from a technicality standpoint, that's still up in the air. And the Jets cannot trade a their second round pick or their first round pick, because that's we still, the door's still open on it. Unless there's some strange loophole because Green Bay is that original team, but I highly doubt it. I feel like there's a lot of different things that come into play if you want to explore that. But no, in any case, from Green Bay's perspective, it's like all about Jordan Love this season. It's all about, finding out if he's the franchise guy. And one main issue that a lot of teams struggle with is keeping their young quarterback upright, making sure that he has time to throw in the pocket, that he has time to, ultimately develop as an NFL quarterback. And it's something that process is prolonged, it's stunted if your quarterback is constantly being rushed, constantly being sacked, and just attacked by defenders. And David Bakhtiari obviously helps in that category big time. So from the Green Bay Packers perspective, I wouldn't necessarily say it's off the table. I could see it happening. In fact, I reached out to my buddy Alex, who covers the Green Bay Packers, and he said that he wouldn't rule it out, but it's also probably not likely at this point in time. But I'll leave that Ben Kurt interview down below in the description box so you can go check it out, again, on the Kay Adams show here. But I think for me, I would at least attempt to call if I'm Joe Douglas at this point, although it does seem like it's a pretty, tall mountain to climb here, but it's worth a call. It's worth a shot. Maybe Green Bay is saying, hey, let's see what's going on here, and we're open to moving them. Interesting stuff. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.